wanted to come on here and I wanted to just check in with everybody through this time of like, our world's a little crazy right now. And so I just wanted to check in and say that I love you guys. I care about you. I've been thinking about you. And especially first and foremost, I want to say how sorry I am for my cancellation of my tour. Believe me, no one was more disappointed than me. I had worked so hard to prepare for that tour and put in like countless hours of time getting ready for it. And I was so excited to come back to South America. So just know that I was devastated. And I hope that, I don't know, I'm just really sorry if I disappointed anyone. It was hard for me to disappoint my crew, my fans, but we all have to be a team player right now. Like the worst thing would be if, we were a part, as the Stirlingite community, if we were a part of spreading this virus even more. And if people got sick, I would be devastated even more. So right now, I think there's a lot of people that are afraid. There's a lot of people, we don't know what to do. We don't know what's the best thing. We're getting a lot of information. But I think the most important thing to remember is that we're all a team in this. And that we need to work together. And we need to show each other love and compassion. And, right now, gosh, I'm going crazy because I'm stuck in my house and I have no plans. I was supposed to be in South America for 2.5 weeks and there's not a single dot in my calendar. So I think this is a perfect time to reach out to other people and to show love to the people that you care about. Reaching out to people that, if you know somebody that's stuck at home or that's in quarantine, see what you can do to help them. Can you order them food? Can you order them flowers? My friends have come up with all sorts of really good ideas of ways to be there for other people at this time because I think the best way to combat fear is with love. And so rather than getting caught up in all of the craziness, let's start to look out for other people and realize that this is a perfect time for the world to band together and realize that we're all a team here. And it's going to hurt, we're all going to take a hit in this. I definitely did with my, with my tour getting canceled and with it's an emotional hit. It's a financial hit. And we're all going to face that, but we have to work together through this. Selfishness is only going to make it worse. And feeling sorry for ourselves is only going to make it worse. So just wanted to say I love you guys so much. And I think this is a great time to let's think of all the things that we could do in this crisis. I picked up some good books, I'm going to try to read some good books. It's a time that we can learn. It's a time that we can connect with people, even though maybe you can't see people as much. We can reach out to family. We can, like I said, order food for someone else that's in trouble. I don't know even what I'm trying to say. I just don't know what to do, so I wanted to get on here and just reach out and say I love you. And yes, I'm wearing my Ellen t-shirt. And yeah, in a time of so much fear, just remember that the best way to combat fear is by being loving. Running away with all the toilet paper is not going to help anybody. Running away with all the food storage in the store is not going to help anyone. It's just going to make things worse. So don't get people in fear don't act smart, because for example, by buying up all the face masks immediately, people that need face masks to survive, I have a couple friends that have autoimmune diseases and they actually need face masks. They wear them on a regular basis. And now there's no face masks. So as you're reacting to this situation, just make sure that you're not purely just reacting. Think about it. Think about how your actions, taking all the toilet paper, could hurt other people, or share. Take what you need. Of course, look out for yourself and your family, but look out for other people too. Be kind. By looking outside of yourself, we're all going to be okay. Anyways, I love you guys. I just wanted to say you're the best. And and I see you coming from all over. World. Hello from Italy. I'm seeing people from South America. So much love. By the way, I want to tell you about my trip from South America. Can you guys believe this? We found out when we were in the air on our way to Bogota, so we still had like 3 hours left of our flight, and we got the news that our tour was canceled. And so we still had to finish the plane ride. And then we landed, immediately went through customs, got our bags, went back through customs, rechecked into the new flight, and flew home. And so it was a 30-hour travel day. Woo! And we were on a plane for 18 of those 30 hours. And also, I stayed up all night the night before I went to South America because I was getting ready. I was too excited. I was packing, making sure all the costumes were perfect. And, you know, I left to the airport having not slept at all. And so by the time I finally got home, you know, from going to Colombia and coming back, I had been up for over 50 hours. I hadn't slept in over 50 hours. So I'm still a little cray because of it. But, you know, it is what it is. But I just wanted to come on here again and say, like, I don't think anyone's more disappointed than me that I couldn't see you guys. And most importantly, I just wanted to say I love you all. And I think that by acting out of love in this time, you know, like that's what crises are supposed to do for people. They're supposed to bring us together. If a crisis isn't going to bring us together, then I don't know what will. So, like, don't act out of fear. Don't act out of selfishness. Like, let's act out of love. All right. Okay. I love you guys. And I'll come back on here soon because, like I said, I'm stuck at home. I worked on my comic book today. I'm going to work on some music right now for kicks. Also, guys, I have 3 music videos that I've been working on. I'm so excited for them. I don't think I'm ready yet to tell you which ones because they're not ready to be released yet, but hopefully one of them will come out soon. Okay, I'll tell you. It's one of them that I think will come out first is Sleepwalking. Yeah, don't leave me bored because when I don't have a lot to do, I just like share too much. So, yeah. Luckily though, I don't have like no label I don't have like a traditional label that tells me what to do. I'm not under contract or anything, so I can say whatever I want. Yeah, so hopefully Sleepwalking will come out soon, because we're almost done with it. Just working on the special effects. Let's see. Oh my gosh, I keep losing my train of thought. I'm sorry. I still haven't like slept quite enough. I think I'm still a little loopy. But what else could I share? Like, I want to talk about some good news other than just like doom and gloom. By the way, you want to see what Luna is always like? I think this is her. I'm pretty sure this is Luna. Oh, it is. Yes, he's my girl. Life can't be too bad. Even if I'm stuck inside with the Looney Tunes. She is my favorite. You're your favorite, aren't you? But Luna always bundles up under a blanket. She'll curl up under there. And oftentimes I've sat on her a few times because I don't see her. Let's see. What else is fun news? I've been working on, like I said, the comic book. I've written up through issue 5. We're working on the artwork for issue 2. So I hope that you guys are excited about that. Because I'm excited about it. I've been working on a lot. Yeah, I think this is a time, if we're locked inside, so many of you are creative people. Like, I've seen so many of you guys are artists and, are musicians. And so it's like, this is a time that you can work on your craft. And I know I'll be practicing a little extra right now, for sure. Working on some new music, maybe, just for kicks and giggles. And, what else was I going to say? I was trying to But okay, I guess I'm kind of out of things to say. I didn't really plan on anything. I just did this spur of the moment. I'm very spontaneous. Also, last month we had, I don't know how many of you guys followed the journey, but I was doing a journey of like self-love, and I loved how many of you joined me in it. Like a lot of you guys were posting, things that you loved about yourself on your stories, and you were posting, pictures of yourself without filters and without makeup. And it's something I've been trying to do a little more, is not being afraid to like show up just natural, no filters, no makeup. And I think it's really important to do that, because sometimes we get used to seeing even ourselves through filters that it becomes hard to accept ourselves as we are. That if you're not okay with yourself, just like, oh, sorry, you're not supposed to touch your face. It's okay. I just washed my hands and I haven't been outside. Just me and my own germs. But yeah, I hope that you guys continue that journey. It was my focus of last month. I'll keep reminding you guys about it spontaneously, but I've been through so many different battles of like my own mental health journey. And so I just have found that I work on it. I work on it a lot. I continuously try new things and continue my own rituals of self-love. I write my gratitude journal every night, which I encourage every single one of you to do. It's been life-changing for me. It's something I've been doing for 2 years now. So writing in a gratitude journal for, I think it makes me more prone to be grateful, just in automatic things. Like when we found out our South American tour was canceled, I think in previous years I might have had a meltdown. But instead of having a meltdown, I immediately was like, well, you know what? At least everybody's safe. At least we didn't, all get quarantined outside the country. At least, I because of my gratitude journal practice, I now more often go towards, well, what can I be grateful for in this situation? It just now happens automatically, where that didn't used to happen for me. But also, right, reminding yourself what you love about yourself, looking in the mirror, and if you say something mean to yourself, tell yourself, I don't put up with that. We don't talk to ourselves that way. And then say something nice to yourself. These are all things that I do on a regular basis, and I encourage you guys to do. Maybe every once in a while, make a list of the things you love about yourself, because there's so many things that you're amazing at. And oftentimes I think we get caught up in the things that, we start to dislike about ourselves, or that we feel others dislike about us. But remind yourself of all the things that you are amazing at, because every single person is so incredible. And it's funny, because I remember when I used to hear that, when people are like, hey, you're all amazing, or you're all incredible. I'm like, how can you blanket statement that? How can you say that we're all amazing? Because if we're all amazing, then none of us are that amazing. But that's so not true. If every single person is amazing, it's not a competition. It's not about being better than anybody. It's about the fact that I believe we're all children of God. I believe, and whether you believe that or not, we are all souls. We are all humans. And when you start to see the humanity in people, it immediately makes you realize, yeah, we are all amazing. And if we all walked around this earth knowing that we were amazing, it would be such a better world, because people would be kinder. I think a lot of times the reason that we are not as kind, or the reason that we're so focused on ourselves, is because we're worried about ourselves. And so when you're worried about yourself and your own self-worth, and you don't even know if you like yourself, when you're in that state, you can't be kind to other people. You can't look out for other people, because you just don't have the emotional energy. And I know that because when I was anorexic and extremely depressed, I guarantee you I couldn't be there for anyone else. I couldn't look out for other people, because I was so worried about myself, and I was so constantly, I didn't mean to be selfish, but I was. And so the more you can love yourself and know that you're amazing, the more amazing you're going to treat other people, because the way you treat other people is a reflection on the way you treat yourself. So anyways, that is my vent. That is my rant. I want to encourage you guys to continue, to be kind to yourself. And if you think bad thoughts about yourself, I want you to actually think the words in your mind. Nope, I don't talk to myself like that. I would never talk like that to a friend or anyone I love. Why would I talk to myself like that? So I want to encourage you to do that. Also, guys, I have a text number. It's not my actual phone number. It's a separate number that I can text you guys through. And I am only putting this out there because sadly I can't respond to everybody, but I do respond to people every day. And of course, I'll also text about like upcoming, if I release a video or that kind of stuff. And so if you don't want me to do that, that's fine. But if anybody's interested in getting like just an uplifting text from me every now and then like I said, I try to respond to as many people as possible. So if anyone wants to have that, I think I'll post a little picture of the number after this. And I think it's also on my Instagram page, like the number that you can text. So, text me and I'll try to respond to as many people as possible, especially since right now I'm, kind of locked inside. But, yeah, I really do care. And I think one of the things that's most important for me, aside from like making music and doing shows and all of that, like my goal is to make people feel loved, because I know what it feels like to feel lonely. I know what it feels like to feel depressed. I know what it feels like to feel like hopeless and discouraged, have my heart broken. Like, I know what all those feelings feel like. We all do. Those are such human feelings. And so if I can be, in my own little way, someone that brightens your day, that's my goal. That really is. And that's what I hope that anyone feels when they come to my shows or when you come to my Instagram. And I think that's why I've started to try to focus on that more. Is because I realized maybe, I was thinking about social media and what it sometimes does to me and the way it makes me feel. And I compare myself to stuff too. And I thought to myself, oh my gosh, I wonder if I'm a part of the problem. Here I am posting all these gorgeous, edited photos from photo shoots or, whatever, where I spent hours getting ready for my music video or this or that, and professional makeup artists and all this stuff. But it's like, at the end of the day, I came to realize that I think all of that's great. It's art to me. It's part of my expression. However, if I'm not okay without all of that, I'm never going to feel good about myself with all of that. If you're not enough without all the extras, if you're not enough just being who you are, then you're never going to be enough, no matter how much makeup you layer on, no matter how much Photoshop you use, and from experience, no matter how much weight you lose. When I was anorexic, I've never been more unhappy, and yet I was so thin and so beautiful, but I've never been more miserable in my life. And I've realized that, if you're not okay with yourself just being who you are, and just like in here, without all of the filters and all that, then none of that is ever going to add to your happiness. So I encourage you guys to just think about that. And that's why I've decided I want to post more and talk to you more with no filters. And just be okay being truly myself. And the more I do it, the more comfortable I feel. So, I think it's a trickle effect. Our world is so used to seeing through filters, and the more we can be authentic, and and you have to do it at your own level. You can't just jump off the deep end. It's something that I've worked on a lot over years to learn to take away my own filters and be happy being who I am, because honestly, I'm what makes you unique is what makes you so, so special. And never forget that you're so amazing, and that the more people in this world that realize that they're amazing, the happier we're all going to be. Yeah, someone just said baby steps. That's right. Oh, you're a solid 10. Thank you so much. I must say, I'm really grateful. I had bad acne for years, and I'm so happy that for the first time in my life over this last year, I'm oh my gosh, I finally don't have tons of acne all over my face. This is very exciting for me. So I also relate to the fact that sometimes I was not okay with posting unfiltered photos because, I personally love foundation and makeup because it allowed me to feel confident in my own skin. And so there's nothing wrong. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with being, like wearing makeup or being comfortable in that, because I still love it. I just think it's important to love yourself in both forms, and learn to be okay. My sister actually shared something with me. She and I both had bad acne for years, and she said that she kept making these goals of like, I want my face to be better, like I want my face to be better, and finally she switched her goal to, I want to love my face as it is. And I think she said that as soon as she did that, her face actually started to clear up, because rather than focusing on, I want to change me, she's like, oh, no, I just need to learn to love the face that I have. And then her face started to clear up. And I think that a lot of times, like, we want to change things about ourselves. It's like, no, let's actually just first work on loving me where I'm at. We all have things we want to get better at or change or be more of or whatever. But first and foremost, love yourself as who you are. And then you'll be amazed at what starts to change in your life, of the things that you hope for, whether it's your dreams, your goals, your mental health. First, love yourself where you're at, and the rest will start to come so much easier. Sorry, this little stream has been all over the place. I've talked about canceling tours, I've talked about Corona, I've talked about fear, I've talked about self-love, but yeah, that's my brain right now. I'm kind of a scattered person. I can't believe that 1,000 of you have stuck around. Wow. Thank you. Thanks for sticking around through my crazy. But hope you guys are having a safe, good day wherever you are. Sending you so much love. Text me if you feel like it. I'll leave my number after this.